Guten Morgen. That's the only German I know. It means good morning. And it is a pretty good morning, actually. It's not steaming hot here in Manila, but it's warmish, and that's fine. Beats the hell out of Ketchikan. Okay, we're going to talk today as we walk. We're doing a walk and talk. We're going to, going to eat first, and then going to walk over to Forbes Town over on the back side of it by the golf course. And if there's not too many people there, we're going to launch a drone and go look at the golf course. Okay, I just had a really evil thought. But I just had a really a really evil thought, because that's mostly what is in my head is evil thoughts. Now, with a drone, which I love, DJI drones are of course the best by a wide margin. With a drone, you can buy a little thing for about 1,500 peso. It's a little device that goes on the bottom of your drone. It's universal, goes on any drone, and you Velcro it there, or you tape it there, or whatever. And you can hook things to that, like an egg. Who would do this? You can hook an egg to that, or anything you want, and then you take off the drone and you fly around and you look for a target. Not that you should ever drop it onto people. I used to do that from airplanes, but I learned that lesson kind of painfully one day. Anyway, I'm just thinking, what if you could change that thing? Instead of dropping stuff, it picks stuff up. Okay, you know those games you play in the mall where you got the little crane? It's in a little glass case, and you got the little crane thing, and you put in your 10 pesos, whatever, and you go bzz, 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 and you try to pick up the little stuffed animal. Okay, so on that principle, you have to make it really super lightweight. But on that principle, what if you rig that thing up to the bottom of your drone, and you flew around and stole stuff? Not that would be a Christian thing to do, but the reason I think about this is because I was envisioning flying that drone out over the golf club, and I'm thinking, what if somebody tried to knock it out of the air with a golf ball? It would be a fair target. If I was out there golfing and I saw a drone, I would use my very last ball trying to knock that sucker out of the air, and then if that didn't work, I'd use a shotgun, whatever. But I'm on the drone side of it, and I'm thinking, wouldn't it be fun? Wouldn't it be funny? Well, this is evil. I'm going to hell for this one, especially if I do it, but I'm going to hell even for thinking about it. What if you had the little grappling hook thing on the bottom of your drone, and you went out there on the golf course with your drone, and you zoomed around at 20, 30 feet, and you spied a golfer down there, okay? Down there on the green. Especially if he's doing a putt. Okay, and he does a little putt, and you just stand there looking around, maybe smoking a cigarette or something. I don't know, you stand there looking around, and you zoom down there with the drone, and you turn to face him. You turn the camera to face him, face the golfer, and then you drop down there, and you grab that golf ball with your little grappling thing on the bottom of your drone, and then you shoot up about 3, 4, 5 feet, and you just keep the camera trained right on him. And he's going to figure out what happened, in about 3 or 4 seconds, and he's going to come at you. He's going to come after that drone. Well, a drone can go a hell of a lot faster than a fat old expat can run. So, you just keep backing away. You got the golf ball hanging from the bottom of the drone, and you just keep backing the drone away from him. You're still zoomed in on his face, but you're backing away, and he's getting redder and redder, and the sweat's popping out, and he's breathing harder and harder. He's 73 years old, and he weighs 260, and he's diabetic, and his feet are all swollen up, and he wants that golf ball back. And then finally, when he collapses from some kind of coronary event out there on the green, when when you finally run him to ground and he collapses, then, you know, you don't really have any use for that golf ball. I mean, they're not worth anything. What are they worth? You know, a peso, something. So you're not out there to collect and steal the golf ball. You're only stealing them temporarily. Okay, so, you know, he's laying on the ground, and hopefully he's still breathing. You know, maybe he's clutching his chest. Hopefully he's on his back, you know. And you hover about 10, 15 feet above him. You get all lined up and centered. And then you release that golf ball onto his chest, you know, or maybe it bounces off his forehead. Or, you know, if you're going for a hole-in-one, you could try to drop it into his open, gasping mouth. You know, not that I hate golfers. I just don't particularly like them, and I think they're fair game. You know, we used to land our airplanes on the golf courses because they made really good little landing strips, you know. And we made a lot of golfers run, and it was hilarious, and I liked it. And you know, they usually called the cops, and you know, the cops would zoom in, the fire department would zoom in, and we'd just say, well, you know, I landed here because you know, I thought my engine was running a little rough. You know, I wasn't sure. Could have been carb ice. You know, I'm not sure, but I landed here as a precautionary measure. And then my friend, who was in another plane, you know, we were flying together, he would land also, and he'd tell the police, well, you know, my friend went down, and I thought he was crashing, and I wanted to be on hand in case he needed medical assistance, you know, and it worked every single time. And the cops were like, oh, okay, everything's okay. Well, how are you going to fly that thing out of there? And I would just say, well, you know, it was carb ice. It was carb ice making it run rough. And, you know, it sat here for 15 minutes now, and the carb ice all melted, so, you know, I'm good to go. I can take off right now, you know, as long as these pesky golfers don't get in my way. I'm out of here. And so the police would run over there and make all the golfers get out of the way, move their golf carts and all that shit. Nobody's allowed to swing, you know, right now, because there's a aircraft taking off in the vicinity. You know, you don't hit any golf balls right now. You might make this man crash. And so nobody could golf, you know, and they'd start up the engine and, you know, look like I was checking the instruments. And of course there was nothing wrong with the engine, you know. We just wanted to land on the golf course. And then we'd take off and, you know, whatever. So that's how we feel about golfers. And, you know, I just feel like golf balls are fair game. And golfers pretty much are fair game. So, okay, so I just started this, you know, while I'm sitting here in this gorgeous little garden. This is a community garden here in BGC, Bonifacio Global Village. No, wait, Global City, BGC, in Metro Manila, Philippines. And this is a little place. Each one of these little boxes, what's the name of this thing? This is called Farmers, what the hell? I'll go by the sign in a minute. Wait, is there a sign over there? What's it called? God, I've done a million little photo shoots for this thing, and I can't remember what the hell the name of it is. It's a Farmers, hell, in a minute I'll go over there and look. Okay. Anyway, these little square boxes, you can rent them for about 2,000 pesos a month, which is beyond my budget. And then you grow anything you want, and the people will take care of it for you. They water it, and I guess they fertilize it. I don't know what they do. They bug spray it, I guess. I'm not sure. But you don't ever have to come back until whatever you planted there is ready to eat. So you just come back and you pick it, and then you plant something new. So it's a fun deal. I don't know that it's an economical deal, you know, but it's a fun deal. So each one of these little boxes here is going for 2,000 pesos a month. It's about 38 bucks a month. Okay, but people love it. They're always full, and they never have enough boxes. And since I do photo shoots for them, I'm, you know, like, okay to just come and sit here and look stupid and roam around. And, you know, I haven't stolen any vegetables, but, you know, the thought has occurred to me. You know, they probably got like cameras or something like that. I don't know. But you can also buy the vegetables. I think some of these are available for sale. You spy something you want, like a tomato or something, and you go over and tell the people in the little shed over there, and you say, I want to buy that thing, and they say, okay, and they come and get it, and they charge you or something like that. I don't know how it works, but Anyway, it's just it's a relaxing, pretty little place, and I like to come here. And sometimes there's cats, and sometimes I feed them, and then there's dogs that try to bite you sometimes, and they're not really super aggressive. I just speak Thai to them, and they run away. So anyway, I'm gonna walk over and eat at Burger King. Well, first of all, Urban Farmers PH. Urban, there's the sign right there. I'll get close to it because this is a wide angle lens. Okay, Urban Farmers PH. All right. It's just a lovely place. You can look them up online, and I hope you support them because it's a great idea. Oh, God, I'm not doing a commercial for them, but okay. So I'm off to eat, and then we will start this afresh once I've eaten, and am on the way to steal golf ball. I mean to go photograph the golf course. Okay. All right.